Okay, in this quick video, we are going to talk about PHP operators. And some of this may seem like common sense and you're like, oh, I already know about, arithmetic and addition and subtraction. But I think it's good to just go over that. And just for anybody who's not totally clear with it, we will go over these operators. So the first up is arithmetic operators. So let's go ahead and start off just by creating a new variable and just call this number. And inside of this variable, I am going to add two numbers together. So I'm going to say 5 plus 5. So this is the basic addition operator, which just adds two integers together. So if we were to echo out number, of course, we would expect 10. So then we also have the subtraction operator, which, as you would expect, does 5 minus 5, which is 0. So then we can also do the multiplication operator. We'll give us 5 times 5 is 25. And then let's do a 10 divided by 5. And this will give us 2. So those are the basic arithmetic operators. Yeah, like I said, it seems like common sense, but I just thought I would go over that just so that you can use basic arithmetic in PHP. Next up is the assignment operators. So we just seen an example of that right here. We are assigning the value of 10 to the number variable. So this is the basic equals assignment operator. So what we could also do is maybe we want to set number and we want to increment that by a certain amount. So maybe we want to add 5 to it. So we could always say number equals, and we could say number plus 5. So using the basic addition operator, we can reload and we get 15. But there's another way that we can write this. So we can actually add this plus sign to the front of the equals operator. And if we were to save that and reload, you can see that we still get 15. So that's a simple way of subtracting or adding a certain amount to a variable. So I could then also say number minus equals 5 and reload that, and then we get 5. So those are your basic assignment operators. Next, we will move on to the comparison operators. And you've seen this from the previous video. So we can do an if statement, and we can say if number is equal to 10, then we want to echo out rad. So if we were to save that and reload, we get rad 10 because we just echoed out rad and then the number right here. So this is a basic comparison operator, and that is the equals comparison operator. We can then say if number is greater than or equal to 10, and if we reload, we still get the message because it is equal to 10. We could then just say if it's greater than 10, let's echo out this message. And if we reload, we're not going to hit that because it is not greater than 10. So we can do our greater than or equals, and we could also do a less than or equals. And those are your basic comparison operators. So next, let's move on to our and or operators, which essentially allows us to add multiple conditions to an if statement. So let's say that we have another number here, and we're going to give it a value of 15. So maybe I want to check if the number is equal to 10 and if number 2 is equal to 15. So I can do that using the and operators. So I can say if number equals 10, then I will use the double ampersand to say and number 2 is equal to 15. Then we want to echo out this message. So if I save that and reload, we get the message rad. So we can have as many of these and operators as we want. We're essentially just saying if this condition is met, and this condition is met, and this condition is met, then we want to run this code. So with the and operator, there's also the or operator. So we could say if number is equal to 10, or if number 2 is equal to 25. So if we were to reload this, we still get the message because you can see that number 1 is indeed equal to 10, and number 2 is not equal to 25, but we're saying if either this condition or this condition is met, then run this code. You can see if we were to swap this out with the and statement and we reload, we don't actually get the printout of that message because number is equal to 10 and number 2 is not equal to 25. So both of the conditions did not meet. And that is the basics of the and or operators. Okay, and one final one before we wrap up this video is the incremental operators. So let's say that we echo out the number, we should get 10. But let's say that we wanted to add 1 to number. What we could do is we could say number plus equals 1, and then we would get 11. Or we could actually just use a shorthand, which is the incremental operator, and we could say number plus plus. So if I were to save that and we reload, you can see that we get the number 11 because we just added 1 to number. We did that again, reload, we get 12. So we could also use the incremental operator and the decremental operator. So we can just subtract 1 from that number by running number minus minus. So if I were to save that and reload, you can see now that we get the value of 9 instead of 10. And those are the basic increment and decrement operators. So there was kind of a lot that we covered in this video. We covered arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, and/or operators, and the increment-decrement operator. So I would make sure to just kind of play around with these, get to know them. You will be using them a lot as you continue to program in PHP. And if you need to give this video another watch, then go ahead. If not all of it is sinking in all at once, don't worry about it because it will as we progress to future videos. So that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next. Hey, thanks for checking out this PHP Basics video series. I hope you follow me on Twitter @TNYLEA, and if you're interested in moving on to the next video, go ahead and click right up here. And if you want to check out my latest course called SaaS Adventure, be sure to click right there, and it will teach you how to create your own profitable software as a service. But that's it for now. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video.